Hello, and welcome in, everybody. Welcome back. We are back with the Dawntrail MSQ a little more, just sort of running my way through this area to get back to where I was. Not that I need to all that much. I could technically zone into the dungeon, just queuing up for it wherever. I don't really need to be in this zone, but I thought I'd head back out to where the rest of my party was. Okay, no, I'm heading the wrong way a little bit. I need to go up here. But yes, we are back with more Dawntrail MSQ, and we are heading into Dungeon 2, the Sky Deep Cenote? Sky Deep Cenote, I believe it's called. And in theory, if the Golden City is right there, then we'll be heading into the Golden City as well. We're like right in the middle of the MSQ. Right? Like I just recently hit 95. So we're pretty much about halfway through the MSQ now. I should probably be using some better food. Not just like eggs, but food that's actually decent for fighting here, shouldn't I? Especially if I'll most likely use uh trusts. Although who is no. My friends are all probably busy. Yeah, they're all probably busy doing their own things, and I don't really have the time to sit around and wait anyway. So let's just go ahead and do trust. Oh, wait, no, it wouldn't be trust. I have to go through the actual. Probably is best that I came here and interacted with this then. Should I take Kryle or Alice? I'll take Kryle. I still want to give Kryle more time on screen since she's supposed to be having great, character change and development during this, but it doesn't seem like we've been spending pretty much any time at all with her. I mean, we've spent some time with her, but we haven't really been focusing on her character development and growth or any of that stuff. All right. No. I want roast chicken is a little much for this, but I can pretty consistently make it now. I can't make roast chicken high quality standard, so that's a little iffy. I have to make the steak and the craftsman tisane and use those in order to have a good. Even then, I don't know if I have 100% high quality with the roast chicken, but it's pretty close to 100% as long as I use the steak and the craftsman tisane. But I'll have to make more steak soon if I want to make more. Although 24 roast chicken is fine for now. I don't even know if I'm going to do any real like high-end rating or any of that type of stuff this expansion. So I may as well use these up. There we go. Should I throw on a battle manual? Yeah, I'm only 95. So I may as well. And some food. And yeah, let's go. Skydeeps no te. Ah. Oh wait, I don't see hello Matt over on YouTube. Oh, yeah, that thing doesn't cross-post from YouTube back over to Twitch. For some reason, Restream has been able to cross-post Twitch posts over to YouTube. What people put on Twitch gets over to YouTube. But for some reason, it's not taking the chat from YouTube and putting it on Twitch. I don't know why that is exactly. I think I need to just start using a different bot thing. But even then, it's not great. Because I could do it behind the scenes, but I can't get it to post to my stream the way I want it to. Anyway, I mostly just sort of like tab over to try and look at YouTube occasionally on my own, since it doesn't seem to want to work. Also, I don't know why it isn't working. That's the interesting part. Yeah, Restream bot isn't in my chat on Twitch. I think that's why it doesn't work. Although it's not listed in the participants over on YouTube or anything either. I don't know what's going on with the Restream bot lately. Settings. Compact show viewer. Reply commands, no. Bot. Relay mode. Promoted to moderators on relay supported channels. Relay automatically forwards all incoming chat messages from each platform to all other active platforms. Set up, blah blah blah. Yeah, cool, great, whatever. Doesn't want to work. Oh well. I need to look into another like chat relay type thing soon. Anyway, let's do this. It's decent damage. Again, trusts are not the best because of the fact that they don't do great damage and often only do single target attacks and stuff like that. But at least I'm doing pretty okay damage now that I'm using the chicken. I'll go ahead and use the AoE stuff there because of the fact that I was in the middle of a combo. Let's go before all my stuff starts wearing off.
We mustn't hold back.
AoEs, blah, blah, blah. Oh yeah, there's all Crowell stuff. I'm not really paying attention to her too much and all the cute Picto stuff that she does now because I'm just too focused on my screen. I'm doing friggin' melee stuff up here, so I'm not really paying attention to what's going on back there. Hey, Mugen! Welcome in for more big-time MSQ spoilers and stuff. A lot of ghosts. Okay. So they definitely have been, like, tormented by spirits of all the dead, basically, that are pissed off at them, because there's tons of ghosts down here. Dude, Viper is a lot of fun. I do still want to get my Reaper up to 100 and feel like both the 7.0 Reaper play and also the level 100 Reaper play, like both of those things, right? To figure out if I really want to like stick with Reaper or switch to Viper is my main for melee. That is, not that it'll matter too much because melee is, of all the roles in the game, melee is kind of like the last one I ever choose to play. So it doesn't matter so much what my melee main is. Like, I would basically choose any of the other other four over melee at any time. Alright, let's build these up again. Own steel. Own reavers. Potency of Reaving Fangs, Reaving Maw. No, wait, that's wrong. Grimskin Venom. Oh, did I run out of those? Wait. Can you not build those up when you're doing your AoE combo? Because that'll suck. It'd probably be better to play Reaper, or not. Yeah, play Viper. Single target to build those up. No, Grimskin Venom's up to 55. But where's... Huh. Hone Steel. Death Rattle, Last Lash. Hold a tick. Okay. Grantone Steel. Grantone Steel. Steel Fang, Steel Maw. Okay. Range attack. Yeah. Grantone Reavers. Grantone Steel. Okay, so that's AoE combo. Then Vicewinder. Where's my... Hunter's Venom? Hunter's Instinct, that's the one. So only Hunter's Coil is granting it. Where's my action changes and stuff, though? Hunter's Instinct, damage dealt. That's Hunter's Sting. Can only be executed after landing Steel Fang or Reaving Fang. Okay, so that's single target combo. Swift Scaled, Weapon Skill, Steel Fang, Reaving Fang. That's also single target. Flank Stung, Hind Stung Venom. No. Only while under the effects of Flank Stung Venom. Yeah, that's not it. Hind Bane, Serpent Offerings, Flank's Bane. That's not it. One of them is buff. Damage dealt by 10% for 40 seconds. Okay, but those are both off of the single... Wait, Steel Fang, Reaving Fang. No, Maw and Reaving Maw. Hunter's Instinct. Steel Maw, Reaving Maw. Okay, so that does give me Hunter's Instinct. And it's comboed off of the Maws. Hunter's Bite. Weapon Skill. Steel Maw, Reaving Maw. Okay, so the AoE combo does still grant you the 2 buffs. For some reason, it didn't seem like it was. I was looking at my bar and it didn't look like I had the buffs. Huh. God, I have so much shit. So much crap on Viper. They're really playing into that idea that they're trying to make it like PvP combo action type stuff in 7.0 with Viper. But they didn't make them actual like action change stuff. Instead, they just put it all on the unassignable skills and just auto action change all your stuff for you, rather than letting you manually choose whether to auto action change stuff, right? Which is weird. Wow, she just went straight in on that. Shit. Wooklamot is one of those jackass tanks that just, like, insta-pulls, man. Cursed to be a nuisance to your party? Okay, what is it? Okay. So the attacks are coordinated. In what way, Alphino? Because I didn't quite catch... Like, I got that we each got a cleave there, so you don't want to be standing next to your party, but... Copious bubbles, so avoid them, I am assuming. I'm guessing that's just avoid the bubbles. Fucking bubbles! Sorry. These are gonna get blasted, or I'm gonna get blasted. One or the other. Let's just stay on this line. Okay. Those get blasted, and then they're AoEs, and I got hit by 2 of them, so instant death. Thanks, game. Alright, now I know what they are. Now I know what they are for the next one. That's the wind does not push me, the wind pushes the bubbles. Actually, the fact that there weren't arrows on the ground should have told me the wind was not going to be pushing me. It was going to be pushing the mechanics. Usually when you're going to get pushed by something, like a wind gust or water gust or whatever, there will be arrows on the ground indicating that. Let's get both of my buffs up. And then we'll start doing our combos. Oh, okay. So does that tell us what he's going to hit us with? Is it the attack that he uses after he curses us tells us what we're all going to get hit with next? So, like, if he had done something else after cursing us, would it not have been the, like, little cleaves? Would it have instead been whatever he did then? Copious bubbles! I do like the Vipers in Shroud. The Vipers in Shroud is a lot of fun. Just something about the way he just, like, flash step teleport slashing all around the enemy and stuff is hilarious to me. There we go. Alright, let's get this back up, just in case. What are my... Actually, my buffs are pretty good at the moment. But whatever. Troublesome tail? Oh, so we're sending bubbles out towards our party or something? Or just random directions? Looks like towards our party, though. Huh. Difficult to tell exactly. shit. Where's an opening? There's an opening. Let's just get there now. Before. So I don't have to worry about whether I'm there or not. Plus, it seems like you get in Shroud a lot as a Viper. I don't know if it builds in Shroud just like a lot faster than other classes do, but it seems like it. Although on some levels that would actually make sense, since the idea of the Viper is just like swift, just crazy fast strikes against enemies to like take down targets much bigger and much more dangerous than like any single person should be able to take down alone by just like going freaking crazy and just like super speed striking them. Upon learning the trait Enhanced Serpent's lineage, a 5th Anguin tribute will be added to the gauge. Once sufficient energy has been stored, you can activate Reawaken, which will open the Anguin tributes. Okay, so far I've only had 4, which has allowed me to Enshroud and then use my 4 attacks in combo. So what's the 5th one used for? Tributes can be used to execute several special weapon skills unique to your Reawakened state. Doesn't say. So then what's the new one? Reawaken at 90, so that's not new. Nothing new there. First, second, third, and fourth generation. I'm guessing Ouroboros. Delivers an attack with potency 1150, 60% less for all enemies. Reawaken effect expires upon execution. Yeah, so that's the last thing you want to use in the combo. At least 1 stack of Anguin Tribute. Weapon skill does not share a recast timer with any other actions. Cannot be assigned to hotbar. Changes to Ouroboros. Got it. I got it. So I don't know that that's actually going to affect anything in this dungeon, because I might be synced down. No, I'm not synced down. I am 96, so I actually have picked up that effect now. And should be able to use it for the rest of the dungeon. So for the rest of the dungeon, it's going to be... What it used to be was Reawaken, and then this would be first, second, third, and fourth generation. That's what those skills turn into when I awaken. So now it would be Reawaken, first, second, third, fourth generation, and then back over to here to use Ouroboros now. So I basically I keep the same 4 I always have, and I just added a 5th one onto the end that like deactivates Reawaken. But that won't matter, because I'm not going to use that one until the last part of my Anguin scales. Anguin, whatever the fuck they're... Anguin tributes. That's going to be the last Anguin tribute I use anyway, so it doesn't matter that it deactivates my Reawaken. Because I'll be done with Reawaken by the time I use it. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Good idea to use my XP buffs, though. Granted, I was pretty high up anyway. I probably would have leveled after that boss, whether I had the XP buffs going or not. But still, you know what I mean? An extra, like, plus 125 experience points. 125% experience points is great at any time. Alright, let me try and double check this now. So if I use my AoE combos... Reavers. Okay, there's Hunter's Instinct, so that is activating. Good. And then I should get... Swift Scaled. Okay, yep. It is activating both of them. Good. For some reason, I just got this impression that, like, I wasn't picking up those buffs for some reason when I was doing my AoE combo, which seemed insane to me, because I'm sure I'd heard people saying that, okay, so there's Ouroboros. Not bad. It has a pretty good way to sort of finish up your combo, I guess, yep. It would be insane for them not to add the buffs to your AoE combo, because then there's, like, less reason for you to do an AoE combo. It's not even just a matter of, like, oh, is there one enemy or multiple enemies? Now it's like, even if there's multiple enemies, don't do your AoE combo, because you can't build your buffs that way. It would be stupid. Right? I don't think anyone would be that dumb. But also, I think I'd heard other people saying to me that, like, yeah, your AoE combo will build up the buffs. Like, you don't even have to pay attention to your buffs all that much on Viper. To a degree, you do, to make sure that you get them back up as they're getting low. But, like, if you're just doing your 1, 2, 3, or of your single target or your AoE combo and following the blinking lights, like, you will be maintaining your buffs. It's just if you're going to do a bunch of your, like, Vice Winders or Vice Pits or a bunch of Reawakens and stuff, you need to make sure you don't let the buffs run out in the middle of all that. And Ouroboros. I do like how Ouroboros finishes it. I like that it's just like slash, 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 boom. Is a lot of fun, that's for sure. Like, when it comes to style, I will say it's hard to beat Viper. The flashy, flaily, like, blade stuff is a lot of fun. Some ring that I don't care about. Getting a lot of aiming stuff for some reason. Whatever. This is 95 stuff, so it might be useful to some degree. Rats, there are rats. Workers arise. Oh, God. Wonderful. Ready to reawaken. Go ahead and let them beat on me a little bit until Wickelmot gets their attention. I'll just pop my arm's length to slow them down a bit. Bam. Now let's use up some of these combos while I freaking overcapped on my Vice Winders and Vice Pits. Let's start using them up. And while I have my buffs all up and don't need to worry about having to reapply them, let's use up all my, like, extra combo attacks and stuff. Uh-oh. He's awakening something else. Aha, then let's use it up again, now that all this new stuff has shown up.
We mustn't hold back.
I'm not. Look at all this stuff I'm using on them. I'm not holding back at all. God, Viper is a lot of fun to play. This is a dumb use of Reawaken, because, like, I didn't even get a chance to actually hit anything with it. Oh, well. Let's get in here and attack this boss before I run out. Oh, God. This is a big old boring moment when he has to awaken the boss while I have to sit here. There we go. I don't think I can use up the whole combo before I run out, though. Oh, I just managed to do it in it. I just managed to use the Ouroboros right before I ran out of my Awaken. That's amazing timing.
We mustn't hold back.
This seems like a weird positioning. Is he going to spray across the arena? No, he's just going to create an explosion on the other side. Okay. Interesting. I couldn't really read why that explosion went off there. I don't understand. Wait, is this going to... Oh, no, wait. Or is it hitting all of them? Yeah, it's hitting all of them at the same time. Okay. Okay, so that's not sequentially going off. That's simultaneously going off. Got it. Let's reapply the buffs. Then we'll go ahead and reawaken. Oh, okay, because there's an explosion there, and then this mirror goes there. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be, though. Bing, bing, bing. Okay. Okay. I see what's going on there. Yeah. It bounces off the mirrors and eventually hits one of the balls, and that ball causes a giant explosion, so you need to be ready for the big explosion to go off somewhere. Alright, now I understand. I'm good. Right here. Why did you double stack me, Alfie? You stupid bastard. You're supposed to be a trust, not a betrayal. I was perfectly safe, and Alfido just decided to double stack me out of nowhere in the last second. Okay, it's gonna hit that one there. Behind me. Time to go. Okay, now I'm able to read that one pretty well.
Hold still.
Fuck off, Alphino. Fuck. God damn it! These trusts, man. What the fuck is wrong with them? Like, they followed me. Alphino finally moved out of the way, only for Kral and Wook Lamont to double stack over top of me and not move a single inch while I'm trying to get the hell away from them. Like, instead of trusts moving, the game is aggressively trying to force me to run around while I'm trying to melee the boss. Because trusts are just refused. They're standing in the only safe zones, overlapping over me and refusing to move. Like, as soon as the other areas are done exploding and clear up, the trust should spread the fuck out away from me. And instead, they're just following me around in circles like idiots. Dude, these trusts are insane. It's like they're actively trying to get me killed in this fight. Okay, not a good idea to do it this way. I need time to use some of my melee attacks on him, so I need to stay on the dangerous side long enough to... God damn you! He moved last second and screwed up my combo.
Try this.
I need to stay on the dangerous side long enough that I can get my melee attacks in on him and move at the last moment on Mirror Maneuver. Which sucks, but it is what it is. There's another way I could do it that'd probably be even safer on Mirror Maneuver, but it doesn't really matter. Either way, I'm going to be in danger and have to move sort of last moment. The other way is if I'm right inside that tiny little gap right there, I could probably do it. I could probably hit him with my melee attacks. Ooh, that timing. That timing is terrible. I might be able to fit into that gap and hit him with my melee attacks. I'm just going to stay close to him here so that I can run when these idiots stand still overlapping me. When those idiots want to just all surround me with their stupid fucking AoEs, I can just leave. If I just stay over here, can I... kinda? Oh, shit, but there's not enough room there when I do it that way. Great, good to know. That kind of sucks. Oh god, Kryl, what are you doing? Like, I finally found a way to move to stop the trusts from just surrounding me with AoEs, and I proceed to do it the second time, and Kryl proceeds to follow me. Like, the hell is wrong with these stupid trusts? They're aggressively trying to get me killed in this dungeon, like morons. I'm getting all this stuff that's completely worthless to me. Not bad. I do like this full enshroud that I get. Is a lot of fun with the Ouroboros and everything.
I have you.
Whatever, Alfie. I really don't need to use this enshroud.
I have you.
Most of it'll be wasted if I do. Alright, let's just go. More fending. Bunch of fending and aiming stuff. Oh, that's an interesting movement mechanic. Alphino and Kryl are standing on the same... Oh no, their platforms are just overlapping really aggressively. That's interesting. I've had pods carry me. I've had wind gusts blast me. Now I just have platforms that appear out of nowhere and just ride them like magic carpets. This one I can use up the Enshroud on. Get plenty of use out of it. More aiming stuff. Go ahead. Hit me a little more, idiots. I like when I'm able to get in there with arm's length just before Woof gets them off me. That way I can sort of use it. Fuck it, let's double Enshroud. Although my Vice Winder is off cooldown too, which is a little annoying because I need to get my buffs back up as well. Let's go for the buffs. Really need to keep maintaining them. Then I'll go for a Vice Winder. What is that Kryle's summoning? I keep seeing it of like the back of my screen while I'm busy focusing on other things. This big green thing that Kryle's summoning. Oop. Well, hello, hello. We're getting more and more digital as we come through here. Which is just leading more and more to me assuming that the Golden City is actually going to end up being Solution 9. We're getting much more, like, technologically advanced as we go. Mapping the Sky Deep Cenote. It's huge, yep. Maul Skull, that's a heck of a name. Maul Skull. God. I assume this thing has no... Okay, it's gonna be the other side now, come on. Yes, good, I made it. Whew. I'm just assuming this thing has no positionals, because you can't even get near his back, so... Wait, I don't want to be too far out, or I'm gonna get knocked off the side. Avoiding the AoEs of everyone else is one thing, but letting myself get knocked off the side, not so much. What? Okay, that's him saying he's gonna roll a frickin' block down the center. Alright, got it. Oh, shit. I did not read that one. Didn't notice he was charging up his... I wasn't even paying attention to him charging up his fist there. Okay, stay with the group then. Whoops. Wasn't paying attention to where that colossal impact was gonna hit. Because I'm a moron. Wasn't even looking at where that colossal impact was gonna hit. Alright. Let's get these buffs up first. And then... there we go. Let's go ahead and use one of these Vice Winders, and then I'll go into my Enshroud. Whoops. You guys mind not following me so closely next time? Again? There's no real way to know exactly where they're gonna hit until it happens. You just have to maneuver around them as they go. It's going on the outsides. Okay, so that's a V. Okay, because he splits it in half when he goes on the outside. Got it.
Are you all right?
This should do it.
Okay, so he's charging up his fists. Oh, come on, game. What is that freaking... ah. That length is some shit. I will tell you that right now. That length is some real shit. Where it's like, if you try to go in a straight line... if I try to go straight back from the freaking blue knockback, where he's going to hit in the center there, then I have to be standing, like, almost within the blue impact zone not to get knocked off the ledge. Like, the distance between where his fist is going to hit and the knockback range is such that it's almost the entire span of this straight line here. Which means you either have to be in an angle, which doesn't work very well when he's doing the rapid punch right after it, or you have to knock back in Vuln, which I could just save for that, I guess, because it's not like I can use it for slow or anything anyway. He's going to be focused on Wuklamot, so I'll save that, I suppose. Even then, he'll do it again probably before it comes back off cooldown. So I just have to fucking nut up and get real close to his shit, I guess. Like, I don't even want to stand straight back because it feels like he's going to knock me off. See, the range on that, like, really sucks. It really feels like he's gonna knock me off if I try and do it straight back that way.
This should do it.
Save it for this one. Knock back and boom this. So I just don't have to deal with that bullshit of the knockback into the double punch. Is so annoying. Let's just invuln that one. I mean, it's totally doable without invuln. You just have to be on the right side and move fast, but it's annoying. And I don't want to deal with it. Stop fucking following me, Kryl. Or I'm gonna start taking it personally. Where's the next colossal impact? Okay, he's not doing it yet. He's working on something else right now. More maul work, alright. Let's go in V. Okay, he's back to doing this again. I really don't hope he doesn't immediately do the knockback into double fist after this. Because my invuln is not back yet. He knocked back into double fist. Alright, I'm gonna slide this way then. Sprint! Just get out of there. See, it's totally doable, but it's just annoying. There's the fist. Stay here. Stay with the group. Stay away from the group. Just stay the hell away from them as much as I can. Because those idiots just like to follow me around way too much. And I got no interest in dealing with their nonsense right now. There we go. I love how, like, almost every mechanic I failed in that dungeon was either dumbass trusts overlapping their AoEs on me before I could move out of them, or stupid knockback ring out mechanics. Rather than straight up just like, oh, you can't handle this, you can't handle that. It's like, no, we're just gonna knock you out of the ring and we're gonna run over your face with our AoEs. Is that at least one? Nope, that's a Reaper. Oh, got one piece. Okay, good. I did get one piece that's decent. What does it even look like? That's just Ronkin. That's just blue and purple Ronkin stuff. Which, don't get me wrong, blue and purple on Ronkin stuff is pretty freaking cool looking, but that's just a straight up palette swap. That's all that is. They literally just took the Ronkin stuff and recolored it. I mean, they do that shit all the time with tons of dungeon gear. It's just like recolored old gear. But it is a little annoying. Yeah. Blue and purple does look good on the Ronkin stuff, though. I mean, don't get me wrong, the black and the orange look good, but blue and purple does as well. Although, couldn't you already dye the Ronkin stuff? This stuff isn't even dyeable. I wonder how the Ronkin stuff would look if I just dyed it blue and purple. That'd be interesting to see. If I could basically just make this look already without having to use this dungeon, would be interesting to figure out. Alright, we're out of here. Next time I get a chance to hit up my inn room, I'll check that. Because I don't remember for sure if the Ronkin stuff is dyeable, and if it is, what channels it can use. This is a very, like, technologically advanced looking area we're getting into here.
I thought this place was of Yokwi origin. But is this glowing stone their creation as well?
I doubt it. I'm not saying it was Alligans, but it was Alligans. No, it may not have been Alligans over here, but their empire was pretty friggin' widespread, so it may be.
I don't believe so. I've never seen
Also,
anything
for what
like
it's
it.
worth, it doesn't actually look Allagan. Every time something goes technologically advanced, it's just like, it was the Alligans. But really, this is not looking very Allagan. Allagan very much so kind of looks like the posts that were used in Bahamut's prison type stuff. There's a lot of like red, and there's a lot of really geometric shapes and blue lines, and this like purple runic stuff over all of this like stone is a very different look from traditional Allagan.
Then it's from an even older time.
So I don't know who it was.
Don't tell me it's the Alligans again.
Allison? Oh yeah. I was sitting over here like, I'm saying it was Alligans, but it was Alligans. And Allison's like, don't be the Alligans again. Even Allison is sick of their crap. Oh my god.
While careful study would be required to confirm, it does not appear to be reminiscent of their designs.
Like, I already paraphrased what they were gonna say before they said it. Where it's like, oh, it's just the Alligans again, but it doesn't really look like Allagan design. I do like how even people in universe are now like, it's Alligans again, isn't it?
A golden light. Could it be?
The Golden City. Interesting that their take on like the Golden City is just because of this bright golden color that some of these mechanisms have.
Side, but how do we get over there?
Keystones, probably. Okay, auto bridges.
That's how, apparently.
Thanks, Arenville. Like, no shit, you don't say.
Right then. Let's go and take a look.
That seal. That's Charlian and no mistake.
Charlian seal, you say? Yep, there's the tablets.
How do we open it?
Come and look at this.
Oh my god, it's
tablets
almost
might
like
be
the
a good fit.
Keystones
What do
were
you say?
really important to the gate. Or else why would they have been called Keystones?
Leave it to Alfino.
Interesting that Kona didn't end up making it this far, because finding an Allegan, like, lock over some weird technological civilization type stuff down here would have really thrilled him. I'd almost pay to see him actually, like, geek out.
Is this it? The Golden City?
Though there is some resemblance, it doesn't quite live up to what the Yokwi described from their dreams.
Yeah.
Well done.
Good little cha-cha. What the heck are you doing here?
You, my dear daughter, have found the entrance to the City of Gold and triumphed in the right of secession.
So we did it.
Okay, but... Penny drop, what now?
We made it to the end.
Yes, but why is Galul Jaja here? That's cute and all, but this doesn't look like a city. This looks like one room, and why is he suddenly here?
You seem more perplexed than joyous.
Also, it raises ideas about what's actually going on with this Head of Reason, because I seriously doubt it's just asleep. I'm thinking something happened to him on his journey.
It's just... This place is unlike anything we've seen in Tural. Never mind the peculiar stone. So I am given to wonder, what exactly lies beyond that gate?
Nothing less than the Golden City of Legend, I assure you. The circumstance prevents us from opening the gate.
Sure it does. Sure, pal.
As to what the city is and what Gall of Valdesium discovered all those years ago, This knowledge and more, I will share with you after your ascension. What you choose to do with it will be up to you.
The Golden City is real.
Then?
It took a while, but I finally found it.
Come, let us return to Tuliola.
Weird. Everything about this is weird.
Home at last.
That the end goal was to get to Golden City, but as soon as we got here, Galul Jaja suddenly shows up and is like, "Great, you win! Now let's leave this area quick and go back to Tuliolal for reasons." Oh, that gate? Yeah, the Golden City's behind there, but we just can't open it right now. Don't worry, I'll tell you. Everything about this seems sus as hell. Alright, let me hit up my room really quick. Wait. No, you don't actually run out here. You talk to the innkeep or whatever, don't you, to go to your room? No, you do actually run out there. I'm forgetting. Yeah, I want to see if, I want to see how redundant and worthless that dungeon set was. Because it's not a surprise. They do like recolors of sets for dungeon sets all the time in this game. And it's kind of annoying every time it happens because it's like, well, that was pointless. But I want to see just how redundant and pointless this dungeon set was. Because it's just blue and purple Ronkin. So I want to double check and see if I can dye the original Ronkin set and if it has 2 channels. And also what dyeing each of those channels looks like. I can't actually walk into any of these, can I? So was I supposed to talk to her? Usually whoever you talk to go to the inns is labeled like innkeep or whatever. Maybe she's not. Maybe I was supposed to talk to her. I'm fucking spending more time running around trying to figure out how to get into my bedroom than I am in the dungeons, dude. So stupid. Plus, there's the fact that we're only halfway through the MSQ, so... Every bit of this is starting to annoy me now. Where is the... How do I get into the damn rooms, people? Can't go anywhere else. She won't let me into the rooms. I walked out there and couldn't get into the damn room. I'm done. I'm done. Let's just move on. Apparently, I'm not going to check out the Ronkin set because fuck me, I guess. Can't get into the room. A few questions about the Golden City. Uh-huh. Ascension ceremony at the palace. Alright, in a few days' time. Well-deserved rest. And that last ether current, finally, which gets me flying in that zone. So there's a note there with trusts, attuned, Freebird Nyaktel. There we go. Several cutscenes will play. Yeah, I want to go to my room, but apparently the game doesn't want me to go to my room at all, so... Fuck me. Let's just go. Apparently the game's just like, shut the fuck up and progress the MSQ, Ash. No, you're not allowed to do anything side or interesting. Just progress the story. Comrades, the future Dawn servant. Hell has left you fatigued. Relax and enjoy your stay. The worst part, like the most slap in the face part about this whole thing is they're gonna stick me in my room, but only for a cutscene, so I won't be able to interact with my glamour dresser at all. Like, I thought for sure this cutscene was gonna have me, like, show me resting. Yeah, see? It shows me resting in my room now, but it's the biggest slap in the face, because it's like, no, this is just a cutscene. You can't actually interact with the glamour dresser. You just watch the cutscene and shut your face. Hey, Kona. There was some weird shit down in that Golden Sea that you'd probably be interested in, Kona. For some reason, your dad really seemed to not want us down there. Just probably for traveling companions. Yeah. Yep. Deliver a message from her. Such a ceremony should officially take the mantle of Dawn Servant. Yep. A desire for you to accept a post within her. Nah, that's not gonna work. Unless it's a very flexible post that allows me to adventure for years at a time and come back every so often. Oh, mention me. Sure, I'll support her for about 5 more levels of MSQ. And then I'm off on a new journey. Jealous of me. And thus it arrived. Yeah, that is interesting that halfway through the MSQ she becomes Dawn Servant. It does really, really indicate, like, wait for the penny to drop on the other side. Right? Like, big reveals and, like, everything goes to hell kind of thing.
What a crowd! As befits the changing of Dawn Servants.
Can we stop with the public square with the giant crowd in it, please? Look at my freaking VTuber every time you cram me into this stupid area in a cutscene. You're trying to cram too many people into this cutscene, and my VTuber is really not happy. See, he's fine when you focus on Glul Jaja, but every time they come back to this freaking... Every time they come back to this plaza with, like, 500 extras crammed into it.
Is resting again. Thought he'd grace us for this occasion at least.
Something is up with the Head of Reason. Like, something big, not just sleeping. Something else is happening.
With your presence. For on this auspicious day, we witness the dusking of one era and the dawning of the next. The succession of Dawn Servants. But I've talked for long enough. Allow me to present the claimant, whose determination, wisdom, and compassion guided them to triumph in the City of Gold.
My pet cat. Actually, he has a lot of pet cats. He just kept adopting them.
My daughter, Wook Lamont.
Huzzah! Peace! For 5 seconds until something horrible happens, probably.
Huzzah! Huzzah!
Long live the Dawn Servant! Long live Tuliolal!
Growing up in this city, I used to think I knew all there was to know about Tulihyolal. But my journey showed me how much I had yet to learn about the cultures, histories, and aspirations of this nation.
Stop
Through
cutting
the
back to the
time-honored
plaza.
Ishana,
Stop
the
cutting back to
Hanuhanu
the
taught me how they
plaza.
nourish and cultivate both the land and their
I almost want
bonds
to change
with
the way I'm
visitors.
speaking as I watch him stutter around at like 1 frame every 2 or 3 seconds. It's like
And with their alpacas and tradecraft, the Pelupelu showed me the depths of their patience and fortitude, to know when to push through and when not to push your luck.
Uh-huh. Now give me that thoughtless idiot mount already. I want one.
From the moblins and their artisans, I gained insight into the power of creativity, that it is when we are filled with passion and bolstered by the support of others that we produce our best works. I was moved by the history and hopes of the Yokhui, who believe that death isn't the end, that we live on so long as we're remembered. I felt joy and harmony in Yaktel when I tasted Shebruk Pibil, the dish that marked the beginning of peace between the Shebral and Mamurja after centuries of warfare. And I felt sorrow in Mamuk when I met with those who placed their faith in the promise of blessed siblings, and for this were burdened with great suffering. Through the understanding we forged, I'm hopeful that they will find what they seek through friendship and community, for we are all Turali.
Understanding with Mamuk? What sorcery did she use on them?
The ones in Tuliolol are like, say what the fuck? With Mamook? It's impossible.
All of which is to say that, as I've come to know our nation, I've seen the ways in which we thrive, and the ways in which we still struggle. Some in Kozamauka must resort to banditry to survive. A faction of Yokhui still cling to dreams of conquest. Not everyone lives in peace and plenty. And there's still so much of Tulihyolol I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Places I haven't seen.
Off to the north.
And people I haven't met. That's why I hope to keep learning about and from you, that we might build a nation where everyone knows happiness. Because if there's one thing my journey has taught me, it's that your happiness is my happiness.
It's a child. You know what? That's kind of what they need right now. Someone who's not looking to upset the order of everything for their own freaking delusions of grandeur. That was an interesting song.
I say mine,
like
but
that.
the Dawn Servant doesn't need to be a single person, does it?
Oh dear. What is he doing?
Yup. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh my god, she's killing herself. Yep.
My father led Tuliyola to prosperity by the resolve and reason of his 2 heads. But my 1 head can only get us so far. To further change our nation for the better, I'll need someone else.
Okay.
Someone with the knowledge and insight that I lack. So what do you say? Be Dawn servant with me, Kona.
Yeah, well, there you go. Like, what the hell? Why would you do this to me?
Lamachi, are you certain?
Absolutely. You take reason, and I take resolve. Together, we make a full Dawn servant.
2 heads. There you go. Their dad just fucking
You'll
laughing
have
at
no
them.
objections from me, of course. But mine is not the approval you need.
During my time abroad, I experienced the benefits of foreign technologies, some of which I introduced to our nation. Dirigibles now soar the sky in the south, while locomotives traverse the land in the north.
Mm-hmm. So this is the thing. On some level, I was like, I wonder
was
if the
convinced
Golden
that
City
by
is just going to end up being
imitating foreign
Solution 9. But
powers,
actually, I
we
think
could
Solution
assert our
9 is in the
strength
north.
and thereby deter invasion.
Isn't it? I'm pretty sure Solution 9 is in the north. If I remember, the little, like, cowboy town had a train running through it, and then Solution 9 was basically, like, the Midgar to that cowboy town.
Yet despite my intentions, I failed to understand what I was too eager
Which
to
only
cast
leaves me with a
aside.
gap of what to expect from the
And the
Golden
very
City
people I
itself.
wish to
What's
protect.
actually in there. But I will say, all the weird, technologically advanced stuff, looking
own
with all
journey
the
has taught me that
glowing
culture
runes and stuff we
isn't a
found down there,
hindrance
it did make
to
me think
progress,
Solution 9. So maybe
but a
it's,
shared value that binds us.
so maybe the
connecting
truth is
lives
that
and
that's like some
generations.
outpost of the, like, people that were once at Solution 9 or whatever that they set up in the south to do some sort of weird experiments.
With your blessing, I vow to help Tuliyola prosper in a way that honors the hopes and heritage of all her peoples. My esteemed predecessor would accept nothing less. For ultimately, I harbor the same wish as my sister. To give you cause to smile. That is my heartfelt desire.
All the freaking mammal jaw using the, like, one emote in, like, complete unison when they cut back. You just see, like, the same character models
Glad
do the
this didn't
same
go to
motion
waste.
over and over again. Oh my god, she had one made up with both of them in it. She's like, hey god, he agreed. This one, otherwise this would be pointless.
This is the Lay of Legacy, the part of the Tulihyola saga where you and I become the next Dawn servant.
Good thing he agreed then.
Good heavens! Don't tell me this is what kept you so busy ahead of the ceremony.
Just so you know, I didn't decide this on a whim. After reflecting on all we've been through, I realized it was the only answer.
With this, both my brother and I have worthy successors. He would have been proud.
Mm-hmm. Yep, not just sleeping.
Of course you knew.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It's been 3 years since my brother left us.
It cannot be. The head of reason is no longer with us.
Yeah, well, it's not Dawn Servant anymore either. It is interesting to see one of them die without both of them dying, though. That's
I
odd.
didn't want to believe it.
That's, like, crazy that that's even possible.
I'm sorry I never told you. We wanted the people to rest easy until our successor could be chosen. Planning the right was my brother's final duty. He was determined for it to serve the nation's best interests, and labored nigh without cease. And then he died, forcing me to do the actual work. Sneaky bastard. But he did well. I have to give him that. The outcome speaks for itself. Though not quite to the original script, your new Dawn servant rises. May they shine resplendent, and their rule bring light ever greater to Tuliolo.
There they go. Mammal Jaw doing the repeated emote again. There probably, I'm sure there are other people, like, extras, in quotes, basically, in that audience that are just, like, repeated character models doing repeated emotes, mimicking each other. In fact, part of me wishes they did that even more, and it might have optimized those cutscenes better so that my computer doesn't have a freaking aneurysm every time I try to play through one of those. If instead of bothering to try and make even a little bit of, like, variation to it, they went with, like, full repeat, where it's just, like, duplicated models duplicating emotes and stuff, maybe it would have optimized those scenes a little better. And I wouldn't have cared one bit. I already don't care. I find it hilarious that you watch the Mammal Jaw, like perfectly in sync emoting together, but I don't care. It doesn't make the game worse for me. But if the game makes my computer melt, that might. Oh, man. One head of resolve and one head of reason. Dawn of a new tomorrow. But... what is it? earlier in Yoctal. Also, Zoral Ja not being around makes me believe he's getting geared up to be like a villain we have to deal with in the second half of this story. Again, I'm not sure he'll be villain or just some dipshit we have to deal with along the way who like thinks he's a big bad villain or whatever.
Changes in the air, and it's all because of our little firebrand. Every Ilmer father's daughter, that one. I'll be watching where you steer this nation, lass. With what time I've got left.
He's still following him. Like, I love that with what time I got left, and it's like, why are we still following him in this cutscene? Is he about to get totally fucking murdered? Oh man. Oh. I don't know, man. I didn't watch him die on screen or give a long monologue about how, oh, I'm dying, I won't be able to blah, 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 so I don't believe you. Like, I don't believe you. Until I watch him cough up his own blood and die on screen, I don't believe you. Nothing you can say will change that. Hell, even when you do watch people die horribly on screen and very obviously they're totally dead ways, sometimes they'll come back. Characteristic spontaneity. Waiting to bother even bringing up the idea of him being Dawn Servant with her. Until they were standing in front of a crowd of people. Doing it in the most embarrassing and awkward way she possibly could. Completed every feat except the last. Yep. Yeah, but we still have a bunch of unanswered questions, so we should get to dealing with those. No titles. No titles! Call me Lamati. I'll try to pronounce it correctly. Oh my god. Eorzean cousins. Fingers porters, blah, 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 blah. Wait for her here. Alright. Of course I couldn't just wait. Would you like to join me? Like, Alright, fine. Of course the game wasn't just gonna let me click on a destination and wait for a stupid long-ass, hardcast timer. Auntie's tacos. Now accompanying you on another escort quest. Should I go the long way or should I just jump? Let's just jump. How you? I love just shattering my ankles over and over again in Tulio. Oh yeah, there's a couple new quests I can pick up though. Why We Hunt should be fine. Uncouth Customers, no. I think that's a role quest, which I don't want to do until after MSQ. But I should pick up this hunt quest while I'm here, because it'll just unlock the next tier of daily hunts. I may be able to take all of those all the way up to the weekly hunts as well, because I have at least one class at level 100 already. My machinist, I believe. And since I have one that's at 100, it should let me take all of them. Hey, okay, boo. Oh god, I've insulted the Dawn Servant. Please cut my head off. Forget about it. Okay, consider it forgotten. Alright, then I shall forego formalities. Very simple, dude. I cannot. You don't do it. Too respectful to address you with your new title. I'm ordering you to not bother with formalities. Alright, then I won't bother anymore. Of course, you can't get through a single cutscene without Wakabu doing this. I easily converse with a drunken alpaca. Oh my god. It's everyone to participate in a commemorative sales campaign. My first big undertaking as a merchant, a commemorative sales campaign. I like the sound of a sale. So I'm not persuaded to buy too much. Feet of reeds and feet of gold with a first true test. Yeah. Going back to meet with these characters from the very beginning. A taste for celebrating culture. Can't wait to see what else it has. In Shaktaral, for instance. For etiquette, I'd be happy to offer my services as a tutor. Promise to attend Ihihana next season. Oh, my biggest sales. God. I'm scared. Do we hope to reach to see you at the ranch again? And my fluffy spit-filled friend. Look them up, visit soon. I don't know if he a tall, slim fellow with pointy ears. Enjoy the festivities and the tacos! I'd love to enjoy some tacos. Just like this idiot. Let me enjoy some tacos, too. Stop holding out on me. Shaksako. That was about our tacos. You tasted our margaritas. Jesus, it really is just Margaritaville. Tacos and margaritas. Alright, let's hit these up. See if we can get all the hunts. She's taking you a night at every corner of Tyrol, including Yaktel, I hear. The land of my people. Dangerous those woods can be, ready to take on a bigger challenge. That's the Spirit Intermediate marks. Life for going after these beasts. Important to know what you're risking it for. Everyone who thinks they're ready to move on from beginner builds to talk to Tayak Kat first. Master Huntress and mentor to would-be Vipers. Wait, is that like... Oh no, it's right over here. I was gonna say, is he like sending us to a whole new area? But no. Oh no, wait, that's Fontaine. Oh, she's down on the ferry docks. Okay. I'm gonna take care of that in a minute. Dancer. To travel. Remember him. We'll ensure he lives on. Offering is the future he envisioned. If people come in mass, we would have been an obstruction. I imagine your latest adventure has been both long and colorful. Man, I may need to go get another bottle of water. Celebrating the ascension of your claimant. Yep. Feet of pots, proof, feet of ice. Peace is not simply the absence of war. No, you have to be strong enough to deal with any threat that arrives in order to have real peace. Wait, what's this? Someone else was... Okay. Couple. Okay. Same happiness to the bandits of Kozamuka and the Yakui of Chiragar. Saltern. Stood for a millennium, not easily shifted. Yeah. Efficacy of such determination, the Moblin's hospitality, I've been able to rediscover the joy of my craft. Village overflows with veal smiles. Cooperation between help hands and polish. Alright. Everyone's looking happy and everything's looking great right now. So, where's the turn? Shbrax, I believe I saw him in the signs below. Good, I'm heading that way anyway. No, this way. Nice, nice look for that chocobo. I think they're supposed to be down on the sand. The body of Thai. There's Humrak. There's Brook Evu, which I don't want to start that one yet. Like I said, I'll hold off on roll quests till after MSQ. There is a benefit to doing roll quests, I will say, but not a big one until after MSQ anyway. And, as is the case with many of the expansions in this game, they give you a set of gear that's not the best level. It's not like level 100 gear, but it's like level 98 or 99. Just like in Endwalker, you got a set of like 88, 89? I think it was 89 gear from... my brain is just like... flatlined at the moment. Not crap. Tataru, right? Oh, yeah, it was Tataru that opened the clothing shop or whatever in Charlian. You could pick up sets of like 88 or 89. I think it was 89 gear from Tataru for every class for like no money or really cheap, maybe 1,000 a piece or something like that. It was like super cheap, super simple. And it was basically like the artifact set for Endwalker for each of the classes, right? And so there's something like that. There was something like that in Shadowbringers as well, from not Geralt, but the first version of Geralt, I think it was. Grenalt or something like that. I don't even remember what his name was. He would give you like the artifact sets in Shadowbringers. So these are basically the... Eventually, we'll unlock the ability to get like an artifact set here in Dawntrail. And it's very plain and not dyeable, and there's nothing you really do to change it. So, if I remember correctly from what my friends have said, by doing the role quests, you like unlock the ability to get to either dye the set of artifact gear or get like a different set of the artifact gear that is dyeable. One or the other. I don't remember. I'd assume it's a different set. I don't know if the game can like mechanically go, have you completed this role quest, then now this piece that wasn't dyeable before is dyeable now. So I assume you maybe get a second set of the artifact gear that is dyeable. But I don't know for sure. Business with me? Yes, I intend to hunt. Boroga sent you. More meat for the marks. To have a little more about you than most. Set on devoting yourself to the Dawn Hunt. Know a little bit more about it. I don't care. What could you possibly tell me that's of import? Oh. Even Kona, before Kona brought the system of marks and bills over from Eorzea? Okay. Safety, hunting down his ill-made monstrosities. Yeah. Skills of animal livestock is slaying fiends. Yeah. Got it. After Glul Judge united Tyrol, that our role as protectors of the realm was made official. Mission started pouring in. Many folk joined the hunt seeking adventure or glory or fortune, but from the beginning, whenever that was, it was about, it's about protecting, blah, blah, blah. Don't be a glory hound, it's about protecting people. Self-kill, we have to save lives, not to throw them away for no good reason. Got it. And we also learned that Kona brought the idea of commissions for hunters and like the bounty board and stuff like that back over from Charlian. Grown into a leader fit for this nation. Your father must be proud. Joy to see the strong, compassionate woman you've become. This little, like, inside joke thing they got going on, or like the other people can't know, but a little bit here and there. Yeah. Cool Jaja to stay with us so we could all congratulate you in person, but he marched off. Not being able to face you just yet. Beggars. Always too obliging for his own good. Ugh. Seen Kettenrum anywhere at Tonqua. Isn't a strong name if a bit exotic. Before leaving Mamuk, but he wasn't at home. Yeah. Someone cut him in the ass as he was trying to go out of his house. First promise was notably absent as well. Required time to salve his injured pride. Yep. Well, he's certainly not happy about it. He's around here somewhere. Oof. Let's return to the others. Sure. Just gotta do more hunt stuff. Heartstrings, a heavy burden. If I'm this close to it, that might be a role quest achievement. I just saw someone else pop an achievement near me. Let me hunt. Tell you everything you need to know. No, she gave me a history lesson I don't care about. I mean, I hunt to kill. I don't know about the rest of you. I certainly don't hunt to live, because I certainly can't thin out the population of the creatures at all. They just respawn, because it's a video game. So I hunt to kill. I hunt for completing commissions. Intermediate hunt marks. Okay, so it doesn't let me... This dawn hunt bill marks will be available once you have fulfilled certain conditions within the main scenario. Got it. I have to travel somewhere I haven't traveled to yet, basically, to unlock the advanced ones. I think that's everything in here. Yeah, there's no other blue quests, at least, so nothing else to unlock. I mean, again, other than the role quest, which I'm not doing until later.
Seen everyone you wanted to see?
I have. Sorry for keeping you all.
Everyone who is here.
Now, there's just one last matter. What Kona spoke to you about.
I don't even know what job you have for me.
Clear, but I'm completely serious. I want you to stay in Tulishola with me.
Like, that's not gonna happen long term. I'll stay for another 5 levels or so, but I'm not staying forever.
I'm not forcing you, of course. But should you wish it, you'll always have a place here. Ah, that's right. This is for you. A permit granting passage to Shatural, which, as I recall, you've yet to see.
Shocked it all, baby. Time to go
An
north.
adventurer like you could hardly resist, no?
See, now you know me. You're telling me there's an entire half of this continent that I'm not allowed to go to yet? Now let me go there.
I can't believe our journey is over already.
Our journey is half over.
You accepted me as a comrade and stood with me to the end. You have my eternal gratitude. Thank you. Well, I had better get going. I need to start learning all my official Dawn servant duties. I'll be sure to share what my old man says about the Golden City too, once he tells me. Till then, feel free to pass the time as you like.
Huh. Feels like the game's hitting sort of a lull point here.
For now, I will remain in Tural. There's someone I'd like to see before returning to Sharlayan.
What about the rest of you?
I mean, she still needs to investigate more about her
I also
grandfather.
intend to remain a while longer.
They...
As educational as this experience has been thus far, we feel there are even more lessons
They need to
be
look
had
at all of these, like, United Nations and see how that works. And I need to go explore half a continent.
By hearing about the peace your father facilitated, and then seeing you reforge relations with Mamuk, we were reminded of a profound truth. That is, acceptance begins with understanding.
Yup. You see, when your entire nation is raised on the constant diatribe of everyone outside of our nation is a bunch of disgusting savages and they need us to conquer them and control them because they don't know any better, it's difficult to foster understanding in that environment. So, of course we were met with a bunch of assholes when we went to Garlemald.
Throughout the rite, there are unexpected yet effective ways for two sides to understand each other. The question is how to encourage it, and by seeing more of this nation born of unity, we hope to find some hints.
Personally, I can hardly wait to learn more about the City of Gold. So, if I may, I'd like to stay in Tula Yolal as well.
By all means. Your rooms are at your disposal for as long as you need them.
And what of you? Thinking of touring Shaktural, perhaps?
Ah, Alice, you still know me too well. I got half a continent to explore, baby. I am not staying put for a second.
Of course. You're
I got ether currents to hunt, side quests to do, and monsters to take on. Yep, exactly.
Then perhaps we could travel together?
I love that. You're hardly the type to leave half a continent unexplored. It's like, Alice knows me a little too well.
The person I intend to meet is my mentor, so I'll be visiting my hometown in Shaktural.
Oh, cool. We get to discover all the weird little secrets that Erenville's been keeping from us.
If you have no particular destination in mind, I'd be happy to guide you en route.
Then it's farewell for now. Take care, all of you.
Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. See y'all later.
When you're ready, come and meet me at the Shak Tural Skygate.
A whole new chunk of continent to see. Hey, Kona. Hey, nerd. You spied on us?
We're friends to the end, you hear me? Friends to the end!
Such nerds. Great, I thought I already had enough having to deal with my twin siblings elf nerds. Now I have to deal with these sibling nerds too. Oh god. Let's get that person out of this image. Nope. Up. Let's get those little posts out. Should I catch the tree? Yeah, I'll catch the tree in the corner there. Just a bit. I want to focus these boats sort of off in the distance. Kind of like that. That will work. Yep. 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 Let's head for a etherite instead, and I can just teleport up there. Equaya Plaza. Any new blue stuff show up yet? Nope, 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 nope. Anything with the Ferrard cabins? Why'd they seem to keep me out? There, now she's an innkeep. For some reason, they removed her being an innkeep during that section where everyone was standing around for the MSQ, and I don't know why they did that. It's so annoying. Alright, Glamour. I think I already have one. There it is. Okay, so it's dyeable, but it's one channel. And the dye is the armor, but not the glow. So I could probably go... I think that's about the same. Nah, darker. Okay. So the coloration is different. Not completely useless as a new set, but they could have made it utterly redundant by just adding a second dye channel to the Ronkin set, really. They could have made it completely redundant if they added a second dye channel to the Ronkin set. But not entirely useless, but still kind of a waste. It's not dyeable, and it's basically just a Ronkin set with a different glow on the glowy bits. I'm not even going to bother to keep it. Still basically a waste. It is always somewhat annoying when they just recolor stuff that already exists and go like, here's your new dungeon set. It's like, sure. I believe you. Totally a new dungeon set. You didn't just steal the option to put a second dye channel on an already existing set away from us to make a reason, to make up an excuse for why you just gave us a palette swap set. Like, while you guys were putting second dye channels on gear, you totally didn't just not bother to put a second dye channel on the Ronkin set so you'd have an excuse to give us a palette swap in a dungeon 5 levels later. Shaktaral. Last minute stops to make. By traveling with our new Dawn servant may have scarred me for life. He's like, are we ready? Are we absolutely prepared? There's nothing else you need before we go? Because traveling with Wiklavat is like a nightmare. You can't go like 5 feet without plummeting into a cenote or something. Ooh, the depths of the Sky Deep cenote. Interesting. Who's made it down here then? Zolja? Yep. So he's got most of them, but he doesn't have the final keystone, right? Or did he somehow, like, steal one? Okay, he somehow got his hands on the final keystone. Took hours when we were done with it? Doubtful. Stole one of the keystones from, the Autarch of the Mammal Jaw when he was busy with whatever, maybe? Can he even open this thing? Like, he was desperate to see what was in there. Let's grab a letter to a scholar across the salt petitioning the study of this place. Dawn Servant feared enough to seal away forever, or so we thought, until the right's objective became the City of Gold. Tonk will be entrusted with its safekeeping. Okay. Carried a set of keystones. Okay, so they attacked him. They attacked Ket and Ram and stole the keystones from him. With it you shall obtain your birthright. Oh god. The new Dawn Servant succeeded where I could not. Taking the throne. Uh-huh. Yeah, like I said, gearing up to, like, become a villain, basically. You buried the key from the Dawn Servant's vault. Oh, God. Alright, your father shade these bitter memories. Great. What's he gonna end up doing here? Again, it feels like Zoraljaw's not gearing up to be a big villain. It feels like Surreal Jaw's gearing up to be a big villain, like, at the expense of Zoraljaw's here. Like, planning to use him as a puppet to unleash some sort of horrible, like, dangerous thing. But why did that activate for Zoraljaw's is the question. Why was it not activating when Surrealjaw was holding it and suddenly it turned on? It will not open. Only the key in your possession can connect us. Bringing up the city's great power. The knowledge I possess enough to realize any desire to remain world great. Is that so? Yeah. Okay, so Zoraljaw's gearing up to be some B-tier mid-boss. Surrealjaw's gearing up to be some A-tier mid-boss, and whoever's behind that gate is gearing up to be the end-game boss of Dawntrail. like I can kind of see what's happening here. Right? They're both gearing up to be villains, but not very good ones. And whoever's behind that gate is probably the main boss of the expansion. Oh. Okay, then. There we go. Well, at least he's gone. Won't have to deal with his conniving nonsense anymore. Maybe. Unless whatever's behind that gate resurrects him as its own puppet. One that bends to my will. God. He is such a puppet for whatever's behind this gate, man. In right triumphant and another level up, 97 as Viper now. And the Dawntrail Orchestrion Scroll. And did I pick up any new cards? I did not. Just a bunch of junk. Sunforged. It's a pretty good title, actually. Arbiter of the Land. Oh, yeah. Arbiter of the Land, because I finished all my crafting and gathering stuff. The Long Road to Shaktural. Sweet muffins! Let me guess, someone stole your sweet roll. Ready to get going. Yep. Travel past that garden, let's go. Don't have to wait long to enjoy sightseeing. Bridge Shaktural is a wonder in its own right. Yeah, even walking over the bridge, that cutscene's gonna be interesting. Because that is a gigantic bridge. Bow to the mountain herself. So if you wait here a moment. This music again. Off on a new adventure. We shall. Let's go. Off on a grand new adventure. Oh, come on. You didn't let me spend time on the bridge at all. Okay, fine. Whatever. Look at those giant, like, mammoth mounts there.
Where the sun guides in the Shatonatam.
Shaloani. And we're getting close to the, like, cowboy towns now.
Ray scorching the land and hardening its inhabitants. But sweeping change had come to the arid expanse when, beneath its red crust, vast deposits of ceruleum were discovered.
Ah, so are we getting close to the blue mages too?
Kona supporters hurt along, driven by dreams of a future illuminated by blue flame. It is here that our journey continues, our path taking us along winding roads of steel. Each length of track a declaration of hope and ambition.
All right then. Shalawani.
My home, Yasulani, lies past Shaloni. It will be a long journey, but the railroad should
Shaloni.
make it easier.
Okay, Shaloni.
As for the way to the train station, let's ride these fellows, shall we?
Ooh. Let's. Also, where's my alpaca? We're already on to new mounts, and I want my alpaca already. I'd really have to wait till like the end of the MSQ to get the alpaca. Nope, going backwards here. Let's see. To the Dawntrail. Is this just open now? Yeah, it's just straight up open now. Except that you don't get to actually spend any time on the bridge. It's just a zone change between Tuliolol and Shaloni. Okay. Whole new zone with no flight. Time to get to work on Fates again. And then eventually on Ether Currents. Speaking of. 164 to the north. Okay, actually, that'd be pretty much on track, but when we do ride these things, I don't know if they're just going to auto-take us to the next zone, to the next town, or if they'll actually move, like, be rideable. So I'll just grab the Ether Current now. .558 to the northeast. Okay, that's further on. So let's go ahead and hit this up. Keep going with MSQ now. Maybe grab the etherite in the next town, and then maybe start looking for more of the ether currents. No palatender. There they are. Some big stable keep. So what are these ones? Ronik. Oh, so these are the Ronik. I'll suffice to have a creature ready and waiting. Me too. Acting strangely, more easily spooked and otherwise disagreeable. Fit for rent and proven bothersome work. So these are what the Ronik look like. I've been eating a lot of their steaks lately for crafting. I mean, for end-game, like, expert master crafting. Generally, for anything other than, like, master recipes, I can handle it just fine without any buffs at all. Especially now that I have the 100 set of crafter gear. Though it's not full pentamelded. Well, they didn't appear to be unhealthy either. It's changed since last I was here. I want the best start. Let's go on foot. I love the game tries to treat it like, oh, we couldn't get a mount? I guess we'll have to travel on foot. Like, I don't have 50 mounts stuffed up my butt, ready for any situation. Only the Ronik could have been giving us trouble. Other wildlife has showed signs of aggression, too. Wretch should be returning soon with one of our beasts. Okay. I think my friend here is particularly concerned about the wildlife. Not really. Actually, I may be a little concerned. But the Ronik, Arenville! The Ronik! I like that one. But the Ronik! I want to ride the big goofy mounts! First time in Shaloni, I can understand your enthusiasm. Oh, God. To give you the authentic Shaloni experience, I suppose it's worth the wait. Small town nearby, I'll pass the time while we wait there. Who's Satawi? And bring the Ronik over there. Mind yourself around the drunkards and troublemakers. Oh, man. I actually like that. But the Ronik, Arenville. The Ronik! I want to ride the big goofy mounts, Aaronville. Don't tell me I can't. 623 northeast. Got it. Let's just stay away from these fate enemies here for a bit. Wait, no, fate. Yes, fate. I'm just gonna pop boiled eggs. I don't care enough. Say what? Attack, idiot. We can get some credit here. So powerful, this Enshroud. Oh, Spirit Bond complete. Nice. Yes, I need to be grabbing these fates now that I'm here. I need to be paying attention to that. Because I'll need them for the next speed up. Next one's further north. I could probably get there and do it, but... Actually, how long is it? It's not even started yet. Oh, this is a big place. It has 3 aetherites here. Or at least a very busy place if it has 3 aetherites. I guess I'll go ahead and try and start this one up here. And do it. The more credit I can get for them, the better. Sunbeards. Okay, so those guys would drop like a wool of some sort. This is good music. Oh, someone popped something. I guess I'll go and start that. Do that one bit. How's the 278 north? Yeah, I'll go ahead and hit up this one and then that one if it's still available. And the other ether current should be probably around that second one that I want to do. Oh, this is interesting. Blue bombs. Oh, they're ceruleum bombs. That's very interesting. I never thought about bombs becoming ceruleum bombs. 13 minutes? Yeah, plenty of time here. Bam. Let's go ahead and keep these buffs up. Dude, the damage output on a Viper is crazy. Damage output on Viper is nuts. Game. The one 2 inches in front of me, game. Not the ones 10 miles away behind cover I can't even see through. Obviously. Oh, game. Why so stupid? Okay, that one's not available anymore. God damn it, Nuggies. Get over here. Stop fighting. Alright. Where was it? 211 Northeast. There it is. Come on. Damn it, game. Fake walls that I can't climb. So annoying. .272 Northwest. Okay, that's back more sort of along the MSQ route, so let's just go back to it now. Visawi. Husatawi. Husatawi. These freaking names. Merchant. 95, 94 gear, still not very good, honestly. Even if I wanted to change off of my credendum stuff, which is real strong, it wouldn't be for 94 gear, not at least until like 95 or 96. Oof, these names. This is definitely like American Indian Wild West type stuff with the naming stuff here. Nanaho. Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't even begin to tell you about like naming conventions for each of the races or anything, but I can very much tell you about like origins. And it's very much like American Indian Wild West era type like naming conventions going on here. Alright, Aaronville. Any more pop up nearby? No? Then let's do MSQ. I'm wanting to camp with a shop or 3. I mean, of course, all this stuff sort of makes sense, right? We headed out through Dawntrail, which was to the south, and we got a lot more, like, South America and Mexico and stuff like that sort of names and locations and foods and all that sort of stuff. Then we head into Dawntrail, which is north, and it's, like, Wild West America and, like, American Indian sort of naming stuff and all that sort of thing. And there's freaking corn plastered all over pictures and stuff on, like, the saloon and things, so, yeah. Seems somewhat dead. I mean, this town was pretty well populated when I was walking through it a second ago, but now it seems somewhat dead. Troublemakers. Yeah, now, wanted posters on the wall and everything.
Some sort of trouble.
I'm talking to you, you old bastard.
Give me strength.
It's just
For
like,
the last time, the
ugh.
investigation is closed. There's no refuting the evidence.
I don't give a shit about your evidence, you lying scum. You release my friends, or I'll make you wish you had.
Yeah. Some bandit moron, and this guy's probably like the sheriff or whatever.
Let me remind you who the scum is here. Your friends, who had the temerity to point their firearms at me, the deputy chief of the Dust Watch. And after taking them into custody, what should we discover but incontrovertible proof that they had committed larceny?
Yep,
They
very
will not
Wild
be
West.
released until they've paid for their crimes.
Very Wild West. Suddenly I'm playing Red Dead Redemption 2 today, guys. That's what I'm doing.
I'd heard the peacekeeping force had been formed to deal with growing lawlessness. Seems the situation is bad indeed.
I mean, I didn't think I was going to be playing Red Dead Redemption 2 today, but apparently that's what our stream is now.
Still kicking up a
Cat
fuss,
boy
eh?
sit.
Sounds like poor Zekua needs his bottle.
Sure he wouldn't prefer his mama's teat?
Treat me like a child, will you? My friends haven't done anything wrong, damn it! They've been framed!
Oh, stubborn little runt.
Hmm.
Listen here, Zekua. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you'd best comport yourself like one. That means respecting the rule of law.
Okay, so probably corrupt sheriffs.
Order may be precarious here in Shaloni, but it can be had if each man does the right thing. And for those that don't, well, they have to answer to the Dust Watch. Now run along and think before you cast aspersions next time.
I will say the sheriff dude's coming off very
Lest
haughty.
you hurt my
like,
feelings.
using a lot of $10 words rather than simple words to try and, like, feel like he's more superior than everyone around him kind of thing. So I'm getting the feeling this is very much corrupt sheriff, like corrupt law enforcement. Who's framing people.
Fine! If that's how it's gonna be.
I wouldn't if I were you.
So this is where you ended up, buddy.
Is that?
Hey, Justinian. How the hell did he even travel north? Did
There's a time to
Galul
fight
give
and a
him the
time to
permit
withdraw.
while we were busy in the south?
You. That's now.
What?
Hey! What are you doing, Zekua? You better not be stirring up trouble.
Wahute! You sack of Ronek shit! This ain't
Ronek.
over! You
Okay.
hear me?
Ronek. If I really wanted to, like, voice act all this, it'd be super easy, because they just sound like a bunch of cowboys. Like,
You want to tell me what that was about?
it'd be super easy to voice act this whole section if I wanted to, because they just sound like a bunch of gruff old cowboys from Red Dead Redemption. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I can fake an American cowboy accent. That'd be difficult to do.
Nothing
Hey, Baron.
that need concern you, sir.
So you've reached America.
Zekua
Yes, I
is
have.
simply struggling to come to terms with the
Wahute.
character of his friends.
I like how I've reached America, but, like, the naming conventions of everything here in America is more like American Indian than, like, cowboy America. Right? Where everyone has a gun bit on the
But
nose.
for
Yep.
good measure, I'll have the men keep an eye on him.
Yes, you do that.
Like, stuff like this dude's name, Wahute, and the name of the area, Shaloni, and stuff like that. This is not cowboy America. This is, like, American Indian America. Right? Like,
Now,
native
if you'll excuse me,
American
I'll go make my
America.
rounds.
Naming stuff. It's just 100% villain coded. Yeah, I picked up on that. I got that. Where they come out and I'm like, oh, cool. So it's like a sheriff facing off against like bandits. And then he started dropping $10 words and looking all shifty and shit. And I'm like, oh, okay. So it's corrupt sheriffs framing people. Got it. Beginning with a C word I'm not going to type right now.
Talk is rife, there's a new Dawn servant. Take it you found it then.
You mean he's a cunt? He sounds like a cunt. New Dawn servant. Yeah. I'm busy in the south and you already got a permit to come up here, I see, bud.
Aye, the contest is over. And as I needed to return home to Yasulani, I offered to show our friends some of Shak Tural. What brings you north?
Nothing in particular. Just seeing what there is to see.
Oh my god,
You're
Baron. Oh my god, Baron. Going wherever the wind blows, eh?
Gulul Jaja
I do love that.
compensated me rather generously for our duel. I'll be able to enjoy a comfortable life on the road for the foreseeable future.
You'll be able to enjoy a comfortable life on the road right up until someone tries to sell you something. Then it's all gone. I do love how he's like, the wind blew east last time, this time it blew west, and that's how he ended up in Tural. And then I guess the wind must have blown north, because now he's here. The fact that Estinian is just like our hobo drifter uncle is kind of hilarious to me.
Oh, by the way,
it's like, you could run into Estinian anywhere in the story and I would never second guess his presence. Because why would I? Try the Sabatender. It's surprisingly delicious. Yeah, actually, there are quite a few dishes that use cactus surprisingly well.
But we don't serve Sabotender here.
Of course not. I love that. We don't serve Sabatender here. Waters are riding shit that no one else does. Stydian devouring all the monsters on his own wandering dungeon Richie adventure. Yep. Also the fact that all the saloons have like hanging corn everywhere. Like this is very much like Native American / cowboy Wild West area. 1000%. I do love the, we don't serve Sabatender here. It's like, doesn't mean he doesn't need it. Major excitement, at least no one was hurt. Just their work cut out for them as long as they're Rebber. All disputes, big or small, are settled by dueling. Better or worse, it was the simplest way to settle differences. Soon I risk their lives, though, and encourage parties to pursue peaceful resolutions. Orders of Kona preferring peace be enforced through the formal rule of law. Instead of invading and taking over America, Western culture was just introduced without the addition of smallpox blankets. Pretty much. Landsguard would be forced to step in. The freedom they have now would be lost under Zoral Jaw's authority. And unless a lengthy stay in a jailhouse appeals to you, be mindful of how you handle your arms in this town. I don't know. Oh, new Ethernet destination. Oh yeah, that's in Tulio Lol to lead me out here. Oh, look at all of these. 13, 14, 11. We're going north first. There are a few other people around here running fates that I've already run into. It'd be nice to do some fate stuff with them, but it also means any of these fates might just disappear on me at any second. I guess the situation would be Charlian culture. Alright, boys, let's party. Just grab everyone. It's like, I'm not a tank or a healer, but fuck it, I'll grab everyone real quick. Also picked up Ouroboros, and that's a lot of fun. Holy crap. Who did that much damage to me? My health was at like 30 or 40% and suddenly it was like 2%. Huh? Okay, let's just ditch these guys for a second. Okay, there we go. Woo, Nuggies cannot keep up with that healing. Since you hear that means done Skydeep's note that, how'd you feel about that? Pretty fine. The trusts were a bitch. Like, for some reason it seemed like the trusts had joined the enemy faction and were trying to get me killed. The trust kept dragging their stupid fucking AoEs on top of me, which was annoying. And the last boss was a bit of a bitch because the trust dragged their AoE on top of me and got me killed, and then he knocked me off the frickin' arena once with one of his knockbacks. But mostly I was able to handle, like, the mechanics pretty well. How about the face turn on Buckpool Judge? Yeah, the face turn. I don't know. Like, I get it. That doesn't mean I'm gonna forgive him. I get it. That doesn't justify any of the shit he's done, so he'll have to do a lot more to earn any of my, like, acceptance, but I understand why he did what he did. Didn't understand why everyone was so quick to forgive him. Was everyone really that quick to forgive him? Like, right now, in the storyline, have people already forgiven him? Because I sure as hell didn't. I was like, yep, I get it. I understand why he did all the stuff he did now, after seeing his father and his community and the truth about the blessed siblings and stuff. I understand why he did what he did. Doesn't justify or forgive any of it, but I understand it. Unleashed a country-ending horror. Yeah. No, I'm not saying did he do anything that bad. I'm saying did people really forgive him? Like, at the point I'm at in the story, have other players actually, like, full-on forgiven him at this point? Because that seems stupid. I could see maybe by the end of the MSQ, if he does more stuff that's, like, good and helpful and all that, sure, but now? No. No, he's still got a lot of shit to work off now. On Twitter, all I see is people wanting to bang him. Yes, I do know that people are down bad for him, but I just assumed they were further in the MSQ than me. I didn't assume that, like, at the drop of the hat, they wanted to bang him so hard that they just forgave him the first instance there was a sign that he was anything decent and not a piece of shit. I just assumed they were further in the MSQ and he'd done other good stuff. But maybe they were just that down bad. 8, 9. I should be able to do this. I didn't forgive him all the way through, to be honest. Ugh. It's like, I'm watching you. I'll have to, like, try and see how I feel about it by the end. 9s? Don't give me 9s. Oh, wait. There's no way I'm going to get high levels out of this equipment. This equipment is still from Endwalker. You see the gear set that made you so angry? Yeah. Yeah, I called it out too. I 100% called that gear set out. I've decided that that gear set is not completely redundant, but only by, like, manipulation on the dev side. That gear set, 1000%, should be completely redundant. But someone on the dev team was like, you know, we could do this easier if we could just recolor an old set, and so they decided not to give the Ronkin set a second dye channel. Like, that's what it feels like. It feels like they should have given the Ronkin set a second dye channel, but they decided not to so they could have an excuse to just recolor it and use it as a new dungeon set. Right? Like, if they had given the Ronkin set a second dye channel, it would be completely redundant. And so they're like, yeah, Ronkin set's not getting a second dye channel yet. I mean, it looks good, but yeah, it should have been utterly redundant to create that set. But someone on the, like, dev or marketing team was just like, no, hold off on giving them a second dye channel on that set. I have an idea. Okay. How am we doing? Shaloni, 2 more. Did they delete this one already? No, I guess that group must not be running around doing the fates anymore. Because there's no way all 3 of these would still be up. Maybe I shouldn't pull quite this many. That's a bit much for me not having Bloodbath up at the moment. Oh shit, that one lingers. Not good. Yep, that was too much. Let's just get rid of these guys. Okay, Bloodbath's back up. Now I can handle them. Just needed a second there. I was able to pull out arm's length at the beginning, but I didn't have Bloodbath up. Whew. Oh boy. Wait, where'd that guy come from? Crap, I'm walking around these stupid cactuses, which are blocking me whenever I try to dodge their stuff. I need to drag them out a little further. Oh god, even Nuggies ain't doing too good. Woo, okay, that's enough, that's enough. Back out, back out. Let yourself heal up a bit. You just want the silver one to be dialable. That was just death for you. Yeah. What is a Pelu Pelu Peddler doing here at the moment? Okay, I've only got 3 minutes left, so let's do this. Love it if you could target something I can actually reach once in a while, game. Rather than dragging the enemies around in circles. Okay. Let's rush this down. I think 2 might be enough. I might need a 3rd one though. Either way, this should be good. Yep, that's enough. More bicolor gemstones, more spirit bonding. Should need 1 more fate, and I can get the speed up. Did any new ones pop up? There's one kind of north of here, but it's a little further out. Plus, I got so many so rapidly, I should be good to go ahead and continue the MSQ for now. 599 Northwest. Okay, that's further up by the other town, so I'll just go on with the MSQ. I do like that we're in Chakral now. I didn't like that the bridge doesn't actually exist. That was a little annoying to me. That the bridge is literally just a loading zone between 2 zones. It doesn't actually exist and you can't actually walk on it. Kind of sucks. Wait, why do you have... Okay, there's Ronek Chuck, which I think I need more of. Because I've only got 1 Ronek steak left. I think I'm going to need to make more if I do any more high-end expert, or, not expert, master crafting. Because I can handle 100 recipes without any buffs whatsoever. The way my gear is set up currently, but I can't handle expert. God damn it, I keep saying expert, not expert. The master, the new master 100 recipes I can't handle without buffs. Saddled up. He's arrived at the Ronek by now. Take so on, look around, be my guest. Nice night music here. The Ronek, Erenville. The Ronek! I did like that option in the dialogue where he's like, maybe we should just walk. And it's like, but the Ronek, Erenville! The Ronek! I want to ride the Ronek! Can't stand the day music. Well, that's not the only source of reason to stress, I'm afraid. Rise in robberies targeting merchants. A list of folks want to use Autoronek. I can already see what's happening here. Like, he wouldn't have bothered mentioning the rise in robberies targeting merchants unless that's going to come back into play later. And we already are given the example that, like, that Dustwatch dude is super obviously corrupt. And so I believe the other guy when he says his friends were framed. So I'm guessing that there's at least a faction, if not the entirety of Dustwatch, is like robbing the merchants going through their area and then like blaming random groups of people as like roaming bandits, basically, and framing them for the robberies. Shishinawezi Springs. The Dustwatch dealt with this banditry because they are the bandits. These fellas are doing what they can. Eric, the bandits are operating as a gang. Actually, no, it'd probably be better if I flaunted anything that I have of value, because that might draw out the people who want to try and rob us, and I can just beat them all to a pulp. You've leveled a few more jobs to 50 because your friend disappeared. Yeah, figures. Also, has anybody been, I'm still running into the problem that I I can't get Restreambot to cross-post to relay messages from YouTube to Twitch, which sucks, because then when I have my OBS open, I only have my Twitch chat up at the moment. So I can't see anything. People aren't generally talking in my YouTube chat too much, but they do say things once in a while, and I would like to see them. And so it's annoying that for some reason Restreambot does not want to seem to show up on Twitch. Like, Restreambot is listed as a user in my YouTube chat, but Restreambot is not listed as a user in my Twitch chat, and I don't know why Restreambot won't show up. I checked my bans, I didn't accidentally ban it or anything like that. I checked on Restream's website, and I didn't accidentally, like, part it from my channel or anything. It should be there, but for some reason it just isn't. I may need to look into other... Fucking... Ooh, nice shot there, Baron. That was quick. Good work, Baron. I need to, delete that one over on YouTube so they don't have to look at it. Yeah, I don't know why Restreambot does not want to seem to enter my Twitch chat. Because, like, that right there is the answer for why it's not relaying messages to Twitch. It's not in my Twitch chat for some reason. But I've checked every like, everything I can think of, and it doesn't seem like there is a reason why it's not in my Twitch chat, which is annoying. So, yeah, I may just look at other multi-stream solutions so that at least I'd be able to see the chat on YouTube. I've been hearing about one recently that a lot of people are using, which is streamer.bot, which is a local, like, bot hosted on your computer, basically, that you can use. I don't remember if they have a dock in OBS through StreamerBot yet. I need to check that. It's supposed to be like a full replacement thing, though. Like, you can use it instead of stuff like Stream Elements and all that if you want. So I could go easy and maybe just use it for chat and figure that out in like 5-10 minutes. Or I could go all in on it and just, like, get rid of Stream Elements and put all my timers and alerts and things like that on StreamerBot and all that, which would be better long-term for multi-streaming, but would be a bitch short-term, because I basically have to, like, rebuild a bunch of stuff I've been doing. Saddle up. Your friend knows the way. Mount Doronek. Auto-travel? Or, yep, auto-travel. Mount the bison and ride off through the Wild West. I need to play some Red Dead Redemption music right now. Unfortunately, I don't have any on hand. Although, in all honesty, this game already kind of has a nice soundtrack for this just random exploration on a mount. The Wallaki! Great reference to Ceruleum and its blue fames. Yep, I knew they were going to start talking about the blue mages now that we were here. Nah. Couldn't find any music to work. Best you could do with Blurp. I was trying to find RDR2 music that would work, but realistically, I was like listening to it over on YouTube. Big enough, dude. Oh my god. Realistically, I was like listening to the RDR2, like just exploration and all that kind of music over on YouTube, and it just sounded exactly like the music that was already playing in the game. It's like, well, that's pointless. And the next passengers are already on their way. Yep, they really are short on Ronek. Which is really going to become a problem when I start hunting them for their meat. Although not so much. The reason they're short on Ronek is because they can't find enough of them that are calm enough, tame enough, in order to use as, like, travel mounts. Because something is causing them to, like, go more aggressive lately. So if I go out in the wild and start hunting Ronek, I don't think anyone's going to care. Shishinoezi Springs. Busiest town in Shiloni. To find their fortunes. Cat people might? Oh, do the Hetsaro have something going on with, like, the local wild Ronek and they don't want you to hunt them? Change game to Usatawi is surprising enough. This is no less impressive. A great deal in 3 years. Station on the east side of town. Just be time for the next chain part. So it's pay a visit to an old friend of my mentor. Okay. Iate. What's her name? She learned that. It was some 10 years ago, hoping to earn coin, has traveled about Thrall. Greater opportunities. I have another character. Not one that I have in 14, just another character I've created in other games who would 1000% fit in with the naming conventions of these areas. Because he was designed not with any specific Native American group or tribe or anything like that in mind, but with sort of light Native American influences into the naming convention I gave him. I think I designed him back when I was still playing Guild Wars 1. Yeah, because I made him to sort of be my guy in the desert who was like a dervish and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's probably when I made that character. I have a couple of characters that I just sort of have dangling around in the back of my brain here and there that I've used in different places. Not that I need to use any of them in 14. Because if there's one thing I am not in this game, it's an altaholic. Because, like, this game lets you do everything on one character, and I don't really give a shit about, like, the roleplay scene or anything like that. Never have, never will. So I really am not an altaholic in this game. Like, I have yet to really come up with a reason why I would need an alt. Other than between the main and the free trial, but that's, like, 2 different versions of the game. I've yet to come up with a reason for why I would bother making another character on the full game. Because it'd just take away from the time I spend playing this character to spend time playing some other character. Did this and one other, yeah. Like, I understand why you have an alt. You're using it to play through the game with a friend of yours who just started. That makes sense. Is no longer on Famfrit. No one talks on Famfrit. Ugh. This is a pretty interesting town. Are there any new... there's a couple, but they're a little far to the east. I don't really want to now. On Reflecia now. 156 southeast. That's sort of back the way we came, so I probably should go hit that one up now. Let me attune first. I do find it interesting that they're already, like, farming the ceruleum in this area. I guess the problem that the blue mages were having was not that they didn't want anyone to farm the to gather the ceruleum in this zone. It was just that, like, they didn't want people destroying their lands to do it. So, or north. Went a little too far, apparently. And I think that's what people were doing. Like, they were just destroying their native lands in order to get at the ceruleum. 'Cause, 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 Or was it just that they were, like, over-mining the ceruleum? And so their native lands, which normally glowed blue in their holy, like, sacred lands, were, like, losing their blue glow. I don't remember which it was. 177 northeast. There's my buff chonk cactuars. The chonktuars. Southeast. There it is. Shaloni Station. Okay, so MSQ would have sent us this way. That's fine. Any new ones? Oh, yeah, there's one just to the south. That's not too bad. Like the regional cactuar variants a lot, yeah. I'm kind of upset that I don't have my single brain cell alpaca yet. I was hoping I would get it when she became Dawn Servant, but I guess I have to play through more of the MSQ to get it. That's unfortunate. Also, since they gave us the regional Ronic mounts, I wonder if they'll give us an actual Ronic mount too. Gotta finish the whole main story to get it. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. 558 to the west. Oh, that's a ways out. Don't know out then. Sideburns delivered. Unassuming clump of fur. Okay. Yeah, so it's the little fluff balls. The sunbeards. Get about 10 of these before my first drop off. Go. But yeah, 50 Paladin, 53 Warrior, 50 White Mage, 50 Dragoon, 43 Scholar, and Summoner. It's not bad. Also, for anyone who was not here, on Wednesday, we finished, I guess what you call, like, Act 1 or Season 1 or whatever of the free trial playthrough. I beat Ultima. I finally unlocked my first job. So, making some good progress over there. Ew. Frick. That thing just, like, spawned out of the ether just to jump me from behind as I went to pick something up. Because I don't think that was one of the ones that was chasing me before. I think this one just suddenly appeared. Well, fine, if you want to play. Like, it's not like I can't beat you, you idiots, so when you're aggressively pursuing me while I'm trying to pick up the ones on the ground, it's not a solution. That's just a reason for you to die more. Okay, 12 was not enough. I'm gonna go ahead and need 8 more. Oh, shit, is that a maiden? Bastards. They're just covering the whole area in frickin' wind. Get rid of these idiots. God, where are they all coming from? Why are they all heading straight for me? Like, they're not spawning in and going to their normal sitting positions. They're spawning in and immediately tracking to me. God, that's annoying. Don't even need to. There's no way that thing gets it up before I do it. You fucked up if they come to kill you. I don't even know how many I have, but here's one more, because this idiot decided to home in on me from a mile away. There we go. That should be plenty. 7. It might not be. Nope, that's enough. And it's done. Which means by the time I get back to town, I should be ready to pick up the new riding map. Although, I think I need to go back to this town to get it. Just letting your fairy do all the healing. I mean, that's how it is in ARR, especially up to like level 50. There's maybe 1 or 2 normal dungeons and maybe 2 or 3 hard dungeons where you should like do any healing yourself. The rest of the time you let Celine heal for you and just DPS. Like, there's not much you need to do in ARR healing wise as a scholar. Has that one not popped yet? Oh, it hasn't. Just a sec. 2, 1, 0. Done. Shaloni riding map. Napolitender tuna. I haven't found anything I need that for. Vronic chuck I will need. Like I said, for more Vronic steaks. How am I doing? Materia-wise here. No, I do have a couple of things that need new stuff in them. This wants direct or determination. Oh, looks like it's determination. Wow, I'm not even getting very good materia out of this. I'm not even getting 10s. I'm just getting a bunch of 9s. Eventually, you'll go back to Dawntrail. Haven't done the after MSQ dungeons. Should at least unlock the raid. And my friends are all like running the raid every week now. I don't know how much I'm going to do, if anything, with the raid itself, but I should at least get there. Skill, speed, determination. The Adoko stuff. Crypt Lurker shoes. These want direct, though. Oh yeah, Crypt Lurker stuff. There's a casting chest you want dyeable, but you'll never get it. Shoes of casting. Determination's not worthless on that. A 4 is almost worthless on that, but determination itself isn't. You don't have anyone to do savage or extreme or whatever. I wouldn't mind doing some of that stuff. If and when I get to the end, I wouldn't mind doing some of that like savage or extreme stuff. Not a ton. If you're talking about like going in and doing savage for like 4 weeks in a row to get enough to buy a piece, I'm not all that interested, but I'll do some of that stuff with you to try and get you a piece of gear. Because like I said, progging savage is very interesting to me. Returning and repeating savage every week for fucking gear unlocks is the most boring shit in the universe. You just want the chest for glamour. Upgrade version of the chest used for red mage. Nice. Alright. Now we can focus MSQ and ignore the fates. with extra belts. Well, I mean, this is a Final Fantasy game, so the more belts you have, the more powerful you are. Well, hello there. Señate. My Final Fantasy without at least 7 redundant belt straps. Yo. This bunny girl's kind of cute, actually. She's like, Ellen Ehrenville, yes. It's like, uh-huh. I'm grown, you're such a darling little thing as a child. You know, it's only been 3 years since last we spoke, right? It all starts to get hazy after a while. God. Mentors since they were children. Hmm. Hello. Yeah, hello. Trouble with company. You really have grown, and then she went right back to using his real name, and I didn't even stop to look at it. How would they call you here? Nyahui! Baron, and you're Nyahui. Nyahui, matey! Since you're here, Meowdy. Yep, Meowdy, it's the right place for it. Eleneshpia, huh? Human Gleaner, one that adheres to Eastern Vera conventions so as to avoid drawing attention. Eleneshpia. Homecoming is only a matter of time before he found out. Appreciate it if you continue using my chosen name. I can barely pronounce your given name, buddy, so... Paying the old stamping grounds visit myself. It'd be good to see... Kasiwa? I think it was Kasiwa. I think he's actually said it in voiced cutscene once, and I think he pronounced it Kasiwa. Or Kachiwa? I can't remember. You'll hear it said out loud often enough. She is mother and mentor. Jarpai should treat us to a veritable feast prepared with fresh game she'd hunted herself. Last one is closer. Kashiwa. Or Kachiwa. The boat too, even a mind shutdown. Place among Gulul Jaja's traveling companions after all. I do think I remember seeing the bunny standing in the background during some of those cutscenes with Gulul, flashback cutscenes with Gulul Jaja. Often left him in my care so she could embark on another expedition. Here, take care of my kid. I'm leaving for 6 months on an expedition. Like that. It's like, yes, well, could you please stop talking about my childhood in front of my associates? We're all friends here, aren't we? I love how old people use the, what, we're all friends here as an excuse to talk about all your most horrible, traumatizing childhood experiences to people. Yeets a swaddled baby at another bunny. Adventure! Runs out the door. Literally just chucks him across the house and Yate goes, bye! God. The answer was always the same. You can come when you prove you're a true explorer. Thus did she task me with finding the Golden City, yep. Has led nowhere. As soon as but a dreamer's fancy would have goaded me into experiencing the wider world. I love that. You found it? What about a succession? I assumed everyone had heard. She'll be thrilled. And eager to bombard me with questions, no doubt. Kind of the worst part about this is, like, he probably still wouldn't be very good idea to send him on any journeys with his mother, even if he still wanted to do that to this day. Because, well, he's certainly much more traveled, and he, yes, technically did find the Golden City. One thing he never really did was become much of a fighter. So, like, he journeys, sure, but, like, as an adventurer and, like, a traveling companion to other adventurers, maybe not the best for him, because he doesn't seem to be able to fight at all. Every time we did dungeons or a trial or a solo duty or whatever, he would, like, turn and just walk off screen. So, I don't know if he can fight and is, like, pretending not to, but he doesn't seem to be able to. Oh! Son screams for help. Aaronville is more an explorer without much in the way of... Yeah, that's what it seemed like. He's a great explorer, he's not much of an adventurer. Animal taming, yeah. That's the thing, is we got into the idea while we were playing here in Dawntrail that he's much more in, like, animal training, and he would specialize as a gleaner in, like, capturing animals and bringing them back and stuff like that. So I'm wondering if Aaronville is going to be, like, our go-to for the Beastmaster once it's introduced, maybe? I'm wondering if that'll be a thing. Infamous local bandits. Really? You guys are terrorizing a 90-year-old lady? Namika, Wiklamat's nursemaid. We'll slit her throat. Oh, God. Hi, Namika. Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, who's gonna stop us? How about the cat boy who could gap close to you and kill you all in one move before Namika even blinked? So this is Wiklamat's nursemaid? Maybe this ain't such a good idea. Oh, I'm so tired of just standing around while the cutscene goes off on its own. Okay. Alright, so they just took her shit and ran. So Namika's chasing them. I like Namika. She's got some serious balls on her to go chasing after the bandit that stole her stuff. Namika's tough. You idiots aren't doing anything. I really need to get some better swords, man. These are really cool looking, but like so out of place for the glam I have right now. These credendum ones, I haven't found a pair of swords that I like the look of yet, because they kind of mostly look like crap. They have all these stupid like hooks and extra guards and shit hanging off them that I'm just like, they all look terrible. I just want two blades, two simple, clean, easy. Couple of blades. You know what, let's just enshroud and wipe these fuckers out. I won't even bother building up my, buffs. I'll just enshroud and destroy these idiots. Search for Namika. But first, I'm gonna go back into town. I don't think this town even had a merchant. I think only the first town had a merchant. Unless I missed one here. I don't think it does. Alright, let me pop back to Histawi. Check the merchant, see if these blades are at all interesting to me. Where's the, nope, nope. No, that's ninja. There it is. There's that freaking symbol. Okay. I hate it. But maybe not as much as the credendum ones. I hate the serrations. I hate the big stupid loop in it. But I might be able to live with this. For glam. Until I can find something better. Better than these weird-ass bright red credendum ones that look super fucking out of place. Ah, shit. I forgot. Have to have the right level to glam it. Yeah. How is it as a replacement, then? It's weaker. Of course it's weaker. What happens if I pull the materia? Does it count materia in your damage calculations? It does not. So it is weaker. Straight up weaker. That's the other reason why I haven't gotten a better look on these, is because they're too low level, so anything I could glam over them, they're too low level to glam. Ah, fuck it, I'm done. Slap some crit in here. I'm losing a little bit of physical damage, but the crit will make up for a lot of that anyway. The damage output will still be fine, and I'm sick of the look of these blades. Sick of the look of the Zool crossblades. Still don't like the look of these new ones, but they'll work for now. The curved blade thing is actually kind of interesting, but the giant loop and the disgusting looking serrations, not so much. But the curved blade thing, not a bad look. Really, I just want some, like, simple blades that don't look horribly, horribly out of place on this glam that I'm wearing. Which every single frickin' blade I have picked up so far for the Viper looks, like, disgusting. I don't want to touch it. I mean, there's got to be one. I think I've been able to find at least one weapon for every single job in the game that I can live with, and even in most cases that looks kind of cool. Even though my tastes seem to be very different from the devs of Final Fantasy XIV. Because they have some of, like, the most ugly bullshit in this game with some of the weapons in this game. Where it's like... But that's just makes sense. When they have to develop the 950-second weapon that they've added to the game, of course there's a lot that look like trash. Because you're just having to throw out whatever ideas you can come up with. Sometimes. But, like... It feels to me like there is a lot of stuff in this game, a lot of weapons, and some pretty decent amount of, like, equipment in general, but mostly weapons that just, like, look horrible and I hate them. Like, I wouldn't want to get that even if it was the easiest thing in the universe to pick that up. I wouldn't even use it for glam. That's disgusting. Or I suppose I could be Baron and just for the memes make all of my weapons Ramu weapons just so I could go Je suis Ramu. Although for what it's worth, a lot of Ramu's weapons are kind of interesting. South. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's like tainted by the ceruleum in this area. Ceruleum bombs, ceruleum analas. It is interesting to find the analas, though, too. I don't know if we ever naturally ran across the analas. I think we ran across them as, like, mutants in Aziz Law, but I don't know that we ever naturally ran across them. Actually, we might have before. I don't remember what those were called, the ones we found in, was that Sestasha Hard? Or was that a different dungeon? I don't remember what those snake people were called, if those were Analas or not. Did you manage to get the stuff back? Okay. I have an idea of where they're headed. Stole something from you? Bracelet. Oh, the parting gift from Muklamot, yeah. And what brings you way out here? She's ready to stand on her own. Plans to return home to Yasulan. Wait. Her home is Yasulani? I mean, I guess I never specifically was told that this was the case. I guess I just kind of assumed that the bunny people here probably were like isolationist in the same way bunny people in Eorzea tend to be. Where it's like, if you're not a bunny, you're not going to their town. But it sounds like she's from the same town that he's from, so either his family and friends are living away from the other bunnies, or the bunnies are not nearly as, like, closed off to other races here. Everyone to see this wonderful gift given to me by the Vow of Resolve. Oh, God. And let them take every coin to my name, if only they'd love my bracelet. Good, Aaronville's starting to know me. That's what you intend to do, but I already know that look. Knock them senseless is what Lamont would want. Knock every one of them senseless and take the bracelet back. Must put yourself in harm's way for my sake. These bandits can't stop me. Harm will come to us. Yeah, I should make certain of that. It's like, no one's going to stop me. Could be brutal, but it would be wise to show some restraint. Oh, I'm going to find myself on the wrong side of the law. That is 1,000% gonna happen. Because the law is going to be revealed to be totally corrupt in this zone, and they're gonna try and frame me up or even just kill me to get rid of me, so I can't tell everyone else they're completely corrupt. Shishinoezi Springs. God, these names, man. I forget them as fast as I learn them. Wait, no, I was heading north or south? South. West. Southwest. Eshiyani Wilds. Okay, so it's not up there. Is it around here? 110 straight west. Yep, it's around here. Oh, this is where they are. Yeah. I ended up wandering into the bandit camp before the game sent me here just because I was looking for the ether current. It's like, Aaronville can get her back to town just fine. I could just start killing these guys. Unfortunately, that won't actually work, but it'll be fun. 396 south. Yeah. You know what? The game is gonna send me back here to deal with the bandits. I'll try it. I'll check for that one again then. I could also just go straight through MSQ and then cut back for any ether currents I missed along the way. I like to kind of check as I go, but I also don't want to go super out of my way before when it's like obvious the MSQ is going to send me somewhere later. Let's just be like, oh yeah, that one's probably in another MSQ zone somewhere out there. I'll wait for it. Yippee! Hey, I'm back. This bandit should find us. I'll kick up a fuss and see them driven off. I think Darren, those bastards wouldn't even care even if they knew. It makes me sick. Keep going or stop? You know what? I think I'm gonna stop. I could pretty comfortably keep going, but I've got a bunch of stuff. Like, I ran a bunch of errands today. I have to run a bunch more errands tomorrow and the next day, helping my family get ready to, like, go out of town. Even though I'm not going with them, I still have to run a bunch of errands to help them sort of get stuff prepared. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it here. And I will come back and deal with this stuff more later. Hanging out in Red Dead Redemption 2. Fighting bandits and the law. I'll fight the law. The law will not win this time. In the meantime, let me go and pop over to Twitch. Let's see who's streaming and what they are doing. I might want to clean up some of my Twitch follows. I don't even know if I'm still following any of those people. There was another big, crazy FF14 drama stuff on Twitter lately. And a lot more people getting, like, called out for being shitlords, pretty much. I don't know if I have any of them still, like, on my follow list from years ago and just never bothered to watch them or unfollow them or anything, but, I may have to double check that. M1S... Uncharted game, huh? Dark POV PF stuff. No idea what you're doing. M1S. Nope. Deep Rock Galactic. No. Sakuno's doing Lockdown Protocol. Oh, celebrating an anniversary as well. You know what? Maybe. Let's see what she's up to. Is she in the middle of an ad or anything that I have to deal with? Or, can I just pop right in and check out her channel? Or are you going to drop an ad on me first, Twitch? Come on. I believe in you, Twitch. At least I want to, so come on. Oh, and her new model, too. Nice. Oh, they're just getting going as well. Okay, yeah. Let's do that. Alright, let me drop the full URL in here. So it goes to both places. There we go. That is where we're going to go tonight. We're going to go say hi to Sakuno, who's playing some of that... Oh, what the hell is that new game called? That new Among Us called? Lockdown Protocol. That's the one. With some other streamers and stuff. We'll hang out with Sakuno for a while. If you get left behind by Twitch, or if you're on YouTube and you'd like to join us, just hit the URL and we will pop over there in a minute. And say hi, drop some love on her, all of that stuff. And I'm probably just going to rest most of the rest of the day. Or do some other stuff in game, just not on stream. Not MSQ stuff. And yeah, probably mostly rest and just watch videos and things like that. So I'm rested and prepared for all the freaking errands I'll have to deal with tomorrow and the next day. Anyway, thanks for being here with me, guys, and I will be back Wednesday with more of the free trial playthrough. I'm gonna start doing some more side stuff now that I finished 2.0. We'll get back to the MSQ pretty soon, but there's a couple side things I want to take care of first. And back next... Maybe I'll try and cram another one in here? Probably not. Probably next Saturday with more of this MSQ. Anyway, later!